Hi, welcome to Wedding Things with Brian. On this episode, here's what you could expect at each of our planning meetings, which really, these planning meetings are more wedding chats than anything else. We really want to try and have as much fun as possible. Okay, the first planning meeting, it's going to be about 6 months out from the wedding. Keep in mind, if you've booked your wedding within 6 months, which is pretty rare, but sometimes that happens, if you booked it within 6 months, it will likely have been adjusted to a little bit sooner. This will be a great time. We're going to go over all the forms at myexpressionsevent.ca. If you haven't already been into these forms until you get into this meeting, don't worry. I'm not worried about it. We're going to go through, we're going to guide you through them. They're really easy to navigate and fill in. There's some simple, fill in the blank questions. There's some drop down menus. You can just click and select, that sort of stuff. Super easy. We are going to spend some time going over some of your music preferences. That's a major one, including things like your favorite concerts, your favorite genres. What do you like? We're going to go through that music portal at the website too and show you all the cool features it has. It is so cool. I hope you like it and hope you can utilize it. Quick note that a third of the balance is going to be due at this meeting, so you may want to just make sure that you're aware of that. At the second planning meeting, it's usually held around 4 months out from the wedding, give or take. We're going to get into things a little bit more in depth. Well, a lot more in depth. This is the meeting where we need to make sure that we have all the names of the wedding party, things like their cell phone numbers, the parent information and their cell phone numbers, as well as all the VIPs that are going to be there. Think of your vendors, like your photographer, your caterer, and that sort of stuff. We're going to nail down things like the order of events. Really, this is the meeting where we really get into the nuts and bolts of what we'll basically create an amazing party. So we're going to help you go through some of the things like the kissing activities and the buffet invitation activities if you need one, right? So this is one where we really bolt down and get some major work done. This is also a meeting where we're going to introduce you to some of your grand introduction options. We need to confirm these things at the final meeting, but it'll be a good introduction to you. It's also a good idea to confirm whether there needs to be any special audio or video moments at this meeting. If you're wondering what kind of audio we're talking about, well, we consider these to be things like special messages that you want to send out to someone, or maybe we'll talk about doing a voiceover first song, like a voiceover edit for your first dance. Wow, they could be super amazing. This is also a great chance to also think about some of the added features we have. See, I told you, this is the big meeting. But it's we have things like uplighting, the photo booth, refresh photo booth. We're going to bring up all those things too. So, as like at the last meeting, half of the balance of your wedding will be due at that meeting too. Now, at our final meeting, usually held around 4 to 6 weeks out from the wedding, we're going to do a review of everything and fill in all the blanks. We're going to confirm as much of the details as we can possibly do. We're going to go through all the music. We're going to make sure that it's all selected. We're going to go through the introduction information, make sure that all that stuff is filled out and ready to go for your VIPs. Basically, we're going to dot the I's and cross the T's. And of course, like every other meeting, the remaining balance at this meeting is due. So just keep that in mind. Just a quick note, I know that we have 3 minimum meetings, but that is the minimum. We try to get together as often as possible. So if you want to get together more, let's do it. These meetings are meant to organize all the fun stuff and make sure that we're 110% ready to go for your wedding, but they're also made to help us really get to know you a little bit better and so on. After all, right? The more we know about you, the more we learn about what you love and what you don't love, the easier it will be for us to really kick your party's butt and everyone's going to have a good time, right? So there you go. That's what you can expect at all your planning meetings. And yeah, we're really looking forward. We can't wait to get started.